The King are here with Madden once again. Week 4 is upon us. And Madden, well, a little disappointed. It did not go your way this time. Or did it? No, it did not. That's right. Last week you had Detroit beating Atlanta. And, well, if it wasn't for a technicality, Detroit did beat Atlanta for 8 seconds. Then it got overturned and time ran out. But get to that in a bit. This week for Madden, we have the Oakland Raiders versus the Denver Broncos, an AFC West matchup. Two teams that were looking to stay undefeated last week, did not, and now are fighting for second place, sole possession of second place. Well, depends on how the Chiefs do this week in the West and trying to take that step forward. And hopefully it'll be like the days of old where bruising and cruising and stuff. No, but taking a look at this past week and what an interesting week this has been. I mean, last Friday you had the President of the United States, Donald Trump, trying to tell the NFL, the commissioner, and the NFL owners to deal with the national anthem protests. I know no one wants to really dive deep into this, but then want to keep politics out of sports and vice versa. But you know what? In this time, in this day and age, they're interlocked, because you know what? When you have someone like the President of the United States that has the opportunity to unite everybody, but when you're Donald Trump, you can't shut up.
Led by a quarterback who won the MVP that year in Rich Gannon. And Derek Carr has the ability to do the exact same thing. Throw it out there to Amari Cooper.
And
throw it out there to Michael
more or less,
Crabtree.
at a rally, Donald Trump was trying to say, wouldn't it be nice to see those owners just go up and fire and suspend those SOBs who aren't that are kneeling and sitting for the national anthem? Well, that didn't go over so well with the entire NFL and Players Association. And so most of them took a stand this past week with either locking arms, either a bunch of them kneeling, or a few of them not showing up for the anthem at all. And so now we have this big, not controversy, debate, whatever you want to call it, headache of where do you stand, or sit, or kneel, or whatever. Because in my mind, this is getting way out of hand. I don't know about not overused or whatever, but it's hard to say, because although the message and the initial message or whatever, I feel like in this whole situation is being lost, because everything's now converted to unity, and it's that no one wants to listen to either side of why and what they're doing, and there is no clear-cut answer of why everyone's doing this. Some are doing it for equality, respect, and unity. Others just, they're just doing it because, hey, that's the coolest thing in town. Why not just sit, and so on and so forth. And of course, now we have fans and fans yelling and screaming, saying that they'll never watch the NFL again, and they should boycott the NFL because of this. And, those players should shut up and put their money where their mouth is. And how they're not putting their money where their mouth is? That's the real question. How they're not out there in the community helping this and that? They're still going to do it because it's a nationwide issue. We need change. We need reform. We need people to understand what's going on that they're not happy with. If you're not happy with what they're doing, either stop going to the games and stop watching like you say you are and you aren't. I mean, that's the one thing. That's the one beautiful thing about this nation is that we can do, say, and act however we want. But when you start infringing other people's rights on that, then that's where the issue is. I mean, where does it say? The NFL does not have a specific rule or guidelines saying what to do with the national anthem, except that back in 2009, that all teams had to be present for it. Unlike the NBA, they had this rule for a long time saying that, hey, you have to be present, address the flag, and stand and whatever. But where is it? Where does it say what we have to do for the national anthem anywhere and everywhere? It's a courtesy gesture to stand, be silent, and address the flag. And everyone that's booing and yelling at these athletes that they're not, well, just take a look around you. Take a look around you every single time you start booing and all that. You can't tell me you don't see a handful of people talking, another hand, on their cell phone. I mean, what about the people, the cameraman, other people doing their jobs during the playing of the national anthem? So, for the most part, I think that most of these people that are complaining are a bunch of hypocrites somewhere down the line. Because, I mean, when they play the national anthem on TV, you're at home. Are you standing? Are you looking at a flag? It's playing. Why aren't you addressing it? So, I feel that it's kind of getting out of the hand of why, how to put it, the complaints, because like my team, the Green Bay Packers, they said they released a statement saying what they were going to do for their Thursday night game to join arms, link arms in a sign of unity, and not friendship, but unity, equality, and justice, and encourage the fans to do the same. And well, not most fans didn't, which is not surprising, but they want to show that we can come together and get along, even knowing they were playing their oldest rival. But some people didn't want to see it that way, and they're too stubborn to listen to why they were doing it. And still said that they were disrespecting the flag, disrespecting the military, and disrespecting our country. Because of their air attack, Charles. So what they're seeing so far is it's a whole sticky situation. But in all honesty, I know I can get past it. I understand there's issues going on in this country, and the only way we can get through it is working together. There's always going to be a group of people that will be outspoken, feel like they're target all the time, and so on and so forth. But as long as we can come together and hopefully work together, we can solve our problems. But that's just my thought on this whole situation. I mean, I'm still going to tune in, watch some football, watch baseball, basketball, hockey, other sports. But I mean, I like to move on, but I know that's not going to happen. So all I ask is respect your fellow Americans. If they start infringing on your right, then okay, do what you can to fight back. But as long as peaceful, as long as they're not vulgar, as long as they're not infringing on your rights, and they're not infringing on, and you're not infringing on theirs. It's only a matter of time that change may come. So, let's get to some more football talk. How about that, huh? And well, like I said last week, Atlanta, Detroit. What a game! What a thriller! What an ending! And what a headache! I mean, Detroit had that game won, but due to technicality, the very last play where it looked like Golden Tate scored a touchdown. Nope. Let's go review. He was down since there was 8 seconds left. By rule, there's a 10-second runoff, and game is over. And once again, Detroit just knows how to finds a way to lose. So. And I feel Detroit got hosed. I feel like that rule should change, because if you flip it around and say, runners down, clock's ticking, 8, 7, Detroit's hurrying up, lining up, getting there. Referee has the ball, puts the ball down, say with 2 seconds left, and buzz, and clearly Detroit could have gotten the ball off. Buzz. We're going to take a look to see if he got inside. Got a touchdown. Nope. Oh, since there's only 2 seconds left, 10-second runoff, game over. How fair is that? I don't know how I would change the rule and all that, but if it was done the other way around, where Detroit would clearly have got a game, a snap off, I think they'd be more furious than the other way around, because the clock is ticking, they're lined up, they're ready, they say stop, nope, and time ran out. And I don't know how they would change the rule. I know they feel that 10 seconds is the minimum time to run a play. So Detroit just knows how to lose, unfortunately. Trying to think what else has happened. I know the big thing was the national anthem and this and that, and trying to move on. We had some good. Let's look at the matchups that are taking place this weekend, I guess. I mean, we had Thursday night oldest rivalry, Chicago versus Green Bay, renewed, all tied up at the time. We have a London game once again, New Orleans at Miami. Let's see, we got Buffalo at Atlanta, Cincinnati at Cleveland, the battle for Ohio. Someone's going to win, hopefully, unless it ends in a tie. LA Rams against the Dallas Cowboys, Detroit, Minnesota, Carolina, New England, Jacksonville versus the Jets, Pittsburgh and Baltimore, Tennessee, Houston, San Fran versus Arizona, Philadelphia versus LA Chargers, New York Giants, who are still winless. The Jets have more wins than the Giants. They take on the Buccaneers. My game of the week right now, Denver hosting Oakland. The Sunday night game is, well, you never know. Indianapolis versus Seattle, they're both 1-2. Something's going to happen. And the Monday night game, Washington in prime time once again. This time they're going to Arrowhead versus Kansas City, which some people might look at is the discriminative bowl, the Redskins versus the Chiefs, but don't really want to get into that.
Michael Crabtree, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
So we got some good games. I'm really looking forward to Monday night, actually. Kansas City, the only undefeated team, along with Atlanta on both sides. Going up against Washington. Washington just put a shellacking on Oakland. And so, I mean, teams are still coming together on who are they, who's who and who's why. Like Detroit, I feel like Detroit should be 3-0. Chicago could easily have been 2-1. Cincinnati, they took my Packers to overtime, but they didn't really do much in the second half. They gave Rodgers his second ever pick six of his career since 2009, but they just didn't show up in the second half. They were winning 21-7 heading into halftime. only managed to score 3 more points, and, that was the game. Green Bay came roaring back. Rodgers gets his first ever overtime win. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. What some consider the best rivalry in the NFL right now. Well, Baltimore got shellacking in London by the Jacksonville Jaguars, who might just finally be flipping that switch since last year everyone was on that hype train with them and they disappointed. And Pittsburgh, they lost in Chicago. So, but looking at the games that we have this week and looking at my picks, I went 1-2 yet again with my picks, and I got my lock right, my upset. I think it was close. I had Cleveland over Indianapolis, and they lost by a field goal. Cleveland won. And then the game of the week, I did go with Madden. Madden got that wrong, and I was leaning towards Madden as well for Detroit. But looking at the games this week, my lock, I don't know why, especially how they played against Minnesota, but that was on the road. I'm picking, my lock is going to be Tampa Bay over the New York Giants, and unless Odell Beckham can get his attitude turned around, I mean, that you have a chance to celebrate however you want now, Odell, and you decide to go on all fours and lift your leg and pretend you're peeing. That's real mature. And you want to be the highest paid player in the NFL. I mean, you're very talented, but you're a huge diva, and that's just going to shun people, and that's costing your team, yardage. And you almost had a chance to win. So, but maybe a little more on that in a bit. But I'm picking, my lock is Tampa Bay over the Giants. I feel Tampa Bay has a chance to hopefully flip the switch as well. And my upset, just because of their defense, I'm going with the LA Rams, upsetting Dallas at Jerry's World. And with this game, what we got? Ooh, Denver. Denver's down by 16. This is a toughie. Oakland, Denver. I mean, Oakland came off a worse loss than Denver did. I mean, Denver kind of shot themselves in the foot with the Von Miller penalty because Von Miller hits Tyrod Taylor, walks over and pretends to pick him up, but pulls his hand away, and they both start pointing and laughing at each other, haha. But the referee didn't think it was funny, and he threw a flag, and he got unsportsmanlike, which eventually more or less cost the Broncos the game. Oh, excuse me. Oh, what's this? Oh, he's at the 40. The 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Can you believe it? And now they're within 10 with a $1:33 left.
Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step
one. They get the 2-point conversion and recover the onside kick. They have a chance. But I think I'm going to go with Denver because they're the home team and how they took care of Dallas in week 2. Oakland coming off that ugly Sunday night loss. I mean, 27-10. It looked worse than the final score actually was, but I'm going to go with Denver for this week. Let's see if Madden says otherwise. At the moment, they are. Okay, Denver, they're lining up for the 2-point conversion. They got 2 to the right, 2 to the left, tight end on the line. Shotgun, plenty of time, and gets rid of it. Oh, 2-point is good. The $1:33, but Denver only has one timeout. 32-24. 8-point difference.
This game isn't over yet.
Not at all.
Oh, it's okay, Jack Del Rio. You're still winning. You're still winning. Yeah. Derek Carr is warming up. Let's see. So, here's the onside kick. The run-up kick, and of course, Oakland recovers. So, hey, Madden says Oakland's going to win. So, I think this will be a good one. That's one reason why I picked as the game of the week. So, Oakland wins this one, 32-24. Beast Mode and company. I mean, 2 weeks ago, who did they play? I think it was the Jets, and they just took the Jets to town. And you know what? It is what it is. So, hey, there you go. Fans, Madden predicts Oakland is going to head into the Mile High City, take care of business, improve to 3-1, and Denver, just like last year, taking a step back and falling to 2-2, and just waiting to see what Kansas City does and see if the Chargers can actually get on the board for them. So that'll do it for this week. I thank you for watching. So until next time, this is the King saying, see ya.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.